But we're encouraging all Georgians with disabilities to influence, change, and speak out. Are you ready to vote again in Georgia's runoff election?
Shanghai Unity Network and the Georgia Advocacy Office work with Uniting for Change to create a video with information for advocates about the runoff election.
We believe voting is an important way to make your voice heard and express your opinion about who is in charge and the rules that affect all of us. In Georgia, we have an opportunity to vote again.
Out of hundreds of races in the state of Georgia, 7 of them require a runoff election. In Georgia, a candidate must win at least 50% of the vote to be declared the winner. If no one wins 50%, there is another election, like a tiebreaker, to determine the winner.
We understand that figuring out the runoff election process is complicated. We want to support you to better understand the process and make a plan to ensure you are ready and able to cast your ballot. All registered voters in Georgia can vote in 3 races in the January 5th runoff election. We need to elect 2 United States senators to represent Georgia, and also need to elect a District 4 Public Service Commissioner.
Early voting for these 3 races begins on December 14th. You can still register to vote in the January 5th runoff election as long as you register before December 7th. You can also vote by absentee ballot. You should request your absentee ballot now by going to ballotrequest.sos.ga.gov. Request it as soon as possible so you can receive it in the mail and be able to return it by January 5th, 2021.
Absentee ballots can be returned by mail, placing your ballot in a ballot drop box, or by turning your ballot into your county's Board of Elections office. Your absentee ballot will only be counted if it has been received by 7 p.m. on January 5th, 2021.
Please do your research. We encourage you to read, watch, or listen to the news and visit candidates' websites to find out what they believe in and how they will act if they get elected.
One Senate race in the runoff election is between Senator Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock. The other U.S. Senate race in the runoff election is between Senator David Perdue and Jon Ossoff. In the Public Service Commissioner race, we will choose between Lauren Bubba McDonald and Daniel Blackman. This position is one of 5 public service commissioners in Georgia who make decisions about fair and reasonable rates for services we use, like our electricity, our phones, and natural gas.
There are 4 elections that will take place on December 1st in certain areas of Georgia. Early voting for these elections is open.
The December 1st runoff election applies only to people who live in the following areas: Clark and Oconee counties for district attorney, parts of Clayton, Fulton, and DeKalb counties for U.S. House District 5 to fill the rest of Congressman John Lewis's term that lasts until January 3rd, 2021, Polk County for District 2 County Commissioner, and parts of Fulton County for State Senate District 39.
If you live in one of these areas and are a registered voter, please check the Georgia My Voter page for information on voting now or on December the 1st. As a self-advocate, it's important to ask for support when you need it.
You may want to ask someone who usually supports you to help with your voting plan, or you may want to choose someone just to help around voting.
You can ask for help with one part of the process, like getting a ride to go vote, and you can also ask for help with making your voting decisions. It is your choice, and the person should be someone you trust who will make sure you vote the way you want to.
Go to the Georgia My Voter page for specific details about where and when you can vote in the runoff election.
Remember, your vote, your voice. It is your right as a citizen, and it is important that you rise up and speak out.
From now through Election Day, voters with disabilities who have election-related issues can call the Georgia Advocacy Office. The number is 1-800-537-2329. Leave your message on the voter hotline and someone will contact you within 2 business days.
Stay safe and happy voting.